Welcome back to the chapter summaries. This week's chapter 9 and 10. Chapter 9 really dove into how to handle the media from the side of public relations, kind of what that looks like, um, and just kind of how to handle the different situations that come up with the media, because the media is very unpredictable. There's just a lot of things that go with it. Um, it's a big thing. It's the media as we know it, and it's the same for public relations as well. So they talk that public relations professionals, they must stay professional and submit the newsworthy information to the press. I actually took journalism classes in high school, so I kind of understand this a little bit. But one thing that the book did mention was that they need to know the average day for a journalist and what is of importance for a journalist and what is not. And I remember from my journalism classes, they would talk about what is news and what is not. What is a story versus what is just a topic or a headline. And understanding the differences between the two, I think it's a big thing. It's a big thing for public relations as well, just to know the difference between what's news and what's not. So, chapter 10 went into social media. This was talked about last week. Um, and just the rise in popularity for social media is becoming something that is, I mean, maybe you could see it when all the social media came out, but now it's bigger than ever. And PR professionals, they must understand the ins and outs of social media, just like they need to understand the ins and outs of journalism. It's the same thing for social media. They need to understand the different sites, different channels, and all the different audiences that go with that. The book did mention that the younger PR professionals have a better understanding, so they're a little better suited for mixing in the social media aspect with the PR aspect because they kind of get it a little more, which makes sense. Not to shame the older PR people, but the younger ones, they get it. They get it and they pick up on the social media stuff a lot faster. So, one outside source that I saw that kind of tied these things together was an article from Jennifer Smiga at HubSpot. She was saying that social media and PR, when mixed together correctly, is very effective because it keeps the audience, kind of the brand of, especially if you're at a corporation, that brand keeps in their mind, which is a big thing that it helps with online branding and just in general branding. But just communication and influence for the brand, usually for something good, but also to establish credibility, to be honest, while staying professional. Again, it's the basis of public relations, talk about it almost every week, but it's very important for the brand to be professional and be honest so that they can put out the best content, but it's also true and it's also honest. And yeah, that's the basis of PR.